stick at like 145.
Yeah, like 2. Good. I saw that too.
Yes. It's just the best.
See the video?
She's like stretching. He was embarrassed.
Poor guy.
That's why he doesn't sit by Joe anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't want to, yeah.
Seriously, if he came up to me, he's like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
I thought they meant Joe Live's boyfriend.
No.
What does that have to do with Kale?
No.
Joe just always gets
Hey guys.
Hi, Harpy.
Hi.
The coach like forget.
Coach just hears too. He's like, okay, I'll leave my office at 2. Like that's what he does for the plane too. Oh, we're leaving at 2? Okay, I'll leave at 2. I'll leave my apartment at 2.
His office is so
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of stairs.
It is.
So
Not as spry as it used to be.
I'm not saying that.
Where's the menu?
Andy, have you been on a hike with him? Everyone has the green nails.
BTN plus?
Harper, Laney, and I got matching green nails.
Something
Because
plus?
I had them earlier
Best
in the
Western
season
plus?
and I really liked them.
Yeah.
And then Laney
Still all right?
was talking about how she had them at this
Oh.
time last year. So we were like, well, we should all just get them again.
So it's not
Love
bad.
it.
Mika
We're gonna go
and
with the
I,
green.
Mika and Kelly
They're
did
ones
dark
before.
red.
Oh, yeah?
The setters.
Setters did dark red, so
Yeah,
we
we've
lost
been on the
Bergen.
same.
But
We were coming here or passing
not
through?
Cute.
now we just have Christmas because now we
Yeah.
have green and
First time
red.
I came.
It's
You're
cute.
trying to avoid
You
passing
can like
through
see
like
them
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
You go to Florida
They're
more
fun.
than you don't
It's
pass.
the pictures like for all the games. You can like see everyone's like
It's
Mm-hmm.
California family too. So
Oh, yeah?
I've driven
Yeah,
up
Mika
there.
and Kelly have gotten like 3 in a row. I think. The
Matching.
same color, yeah.
It's a long haul.
That's a
Y'all
lot.
get together?
No,
I've come to, I don't know, I've driven.
we just like
Yeah.
talk about what color we're gonna get. And
Do you like how specific are you talking? Like,
No.
do better, like do like OPI, like
then we just
no.
say like
Yeah.
ours was like dark red. Theirs was more.
Yeah, like because for me, Harper and Laney, like Laney had a lighter green, I had a darker one, and then we were like, okay, Harper needs one in the middle. So I was like, okay, well, I got 188. So how about you get 183? Girlhood. Yes, exactly.
Did you move this here?
Did I?
Yeah.
All right, Nebraska is here, making its 33rd regional final appearance and 12th in the last 13 years. Coach, start it off and we'll take questions.
This is what ABC wanted, it's what everybody wanted. The NCAA tournament wanted, it was us in Wisconsin, so now they got it. Huskers will be fired up.
Questions?
John, what are the challenges from the coaching side of playing a team 3 times in one season?
I don't know. I think our mindset is we just, we take every match one at a time. I mean, I can't even remember like when we played them last. I mean, because we've had so many other matches in between. So we prepare just like we normally do. We break everything down and treat it like this is the first time we're playing them.
Andy, it can be kind of intimidating playing Wisconsin. What have you liked about your mindset as a team going into those other matches against Wisconsin this year?
I wouldn't say it's intimidating playing Wisconsin. I would say it's more exciting. I think they're a really good program and a great team, and getting to play such high-level volleyball is super exciting for our team. I know that we really enjoy that. So preparing for it, it's more just go out and take it. We have nothing to lose, and at the end of the day, it's just another volleyball game. It's volleyball versus volleyball. It's not us versus Wisconsin.
John, how important is it for players to be able to step up in big moments when things might not be clicking like Harper did last night?
Yeah, that's why they call it a team. It's not everybody's going to be an All-American, All-Star every night, and but our goal is to be a great team every night. And we can win with somebody getting hot. We can win with our blocking defense. We can. We don't have to be perfect every night. And that's one of the great things about this team and how we've won a lot of different ways. And but our goal tomorrow will be to everybody play their best match of the year. And our crowd to have their best match of the year.
John, you talked about this before, but the importance of playing on national television, what that can do for the sport. We've had a few opportunities in the past years to play on like ABC, but what is it being at a regional final on ABC?
Yeah, it's just TV. I think is just really recognizing, the interest in women's volleyball, and putting it on ABC is the statement that they really think this is worth it. And it's a great product. It's a great show. It's a great sport. It's super exciting. I mean, I've been watching tons of volleyball. What do you guys call it when you just do Netflix every day?
Netflix and
What do we call it?
Wait, no.
binge watch.
Binge watch, yeah, binge watch.
I'm like, I should have thought before I spoke. I'm sorry.
Binge watching, it's really exciting, and it was exciting watching the Texas A&M Wisconsin match yesterday. So and this is the time of year, where everything's on the line, and so to be on ABC and ESPN2's, also televising, wasn't real excited about playing till midnight last night or close to that, because I'm sure you guys aren't either. But the good thing is we're not playing at 9 in the morning, which we had to do in the past. But it's women's sports is exploding, and this is a great statement for that.
Bergen, what are the benefits of playing a team that you're very familiar with, especially when you just have a couple of days to prepare?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Like, we have kind of their tendencies in our head, and we kind of know just a little bit about what's coming, but they've also, each game they've made some little changes, so we have to adjust to those too. But having this day in between will be really good for us to just kind of refresh on that, get back used to it. But it definitely helps that we kind of already have a scouting report in our head, and we don't have to kind of start from scratch.
John, what was it like last night when that match before he goes 4 and it goes 5 and then it's a long fight? What was that like for you personally?
Well, remember our practice was at noon, so we had all that time, and then you're sitting around waiting, game. I mean, it keeps going longer and longer. It's just start, stop. I mean, it's really hard, and I'm going to meet with the team here in a minute. I'm going to give them credit for how they managed that yesterday, because it's not many other sports are doing that. I mean, can you imagine football sitting there trying to warm up when they get to play and staying warm? I mean, so it's a tough deal. Or even basketball. I mean, it's just we're the only sport that really does it, because we don't know how long a match is going to go for. So again, our team did a pretty good job of managing that yesterday.
Bergen, when Harper is, really on a heater like she was last night, just connecting, how much are you trying to shift the offense to maybe find her more than usual, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like a set the hot hand, and this season, luckily, we've had a lot of hot hands pretty much every game, so it's been easy to balance. But like you said, she was on fire last night, and so just finding her as much as you can is really all you can do. But while also trying to keep everybody else into it and not let the block just go to her. So it's a balance of, you want to feed her a lot, but also keeping the other team honest, keeping the rest of our team in it, and just running a normal offense too.
Bergen and Andy, how much, I'm sure a lot, but during the match is the vocal side of just reminding this team of what's on the line and what's at stake is, especially when matches go maybe 4 sets or longer, to just this team's ability to close it out?
I think we do a good job of preparing that in advance, and so we can just kind of talk about meetings we've had, keywords that we have for our team to just kind of bring us back to the moment. But like Coach said, every game is just one game at a time, and so we're not necessarily thinking we want to win this so we can play on Sunday or we can get to Louisville. It's just let's win this next point, and then we can go from there. But yeah, I think we do a lot of that communication and that prep in advance, and so it helps us a lot in the moment.
Yeah, going off of that, this team does a really good job of like not having too many chefs in the kitchen because we all understand that we have one common goal, and sometimes it can feel very overwhelming with how many people are just throwing stuff out there, and I think that we do a really good job balancing, everyone pull their weight, everyone's giving their 100, but that doesn't mean everyone needs to give 100 vocally. It's more like, okay, you give your 100 physically and we can have a couple people give their 100 vocally.
And Andy, how much are you motivated by Sunday being the last match of the Devaney's, and the seniors out with a win, their last match here?
Very motivated. It's going to be a really fun game, super fun environment. Last game in the Bob for our seniors and Bergen and I's sophomore year, and time's flying, and so just really I want to absorb it and just absorb the moment and play our best match of the year. Well, to an extent. At this point.
John, how special will it be to see someone like Lexi have the last match here at the Manning?
I don't even want to think about it. So, yeah, I'm not going there.
Other questions?
John, this tournament's had a lot of really close matches, a lot of 5-set near upsets, and yet the team standing are the top 7 seeds plus number 9. Is that a comment on the power teams somehow finding a way to get through, or what's your take on how volleyball's shaking out here?
I think there's still tradition, and again, those teams are earning their seeds, and some of those teams are a little bit different than in the past. I mean, Creighton's got a great shot here now to go to the Final Four. Penn State hasn't been a top 4 seed in a while. So the teams are mixing more and more, and it's just going to continue to grow because there's so many good teams. And I was very impressed with Dayton last night. I mean, they did some things at a really high level. Texas A&M played great. I think that the key now is, as these teams learn a win more and have more success, can they handle that success and understand the expectations when they got the bullseye on their back and they're expected to win? And that's one of the things that people don't understand. It's almost easier to be the Cinderella or the underdog as opposed to the team that's always expected to win. And that's something Nebraska Volleyball and some of these other programs have had to deal with, is you're always expected to win and be the best team, and that's hard. And sometimes it takes the fun out of it. And but it's getting to a point now where these teams, there's a lot of great teams, and so you can't just think, hey, you're expected to walk in there and win.
Andy, how do you personally approach that pressure of always winning?
Well, Coach showed us an amazing video of Coach Prime, and it's that we apply pressure and we don't accept it. And I think understanding that it's all just outside noise and just staying internal, and we have an amazing team and amazing support staff, and at the end of the day, that's all that you need. So just not listening to what's happening outside, because at the end of the day, it's what's happening inside the huddle on the court, and those 14 girls are all you need.
Bergen, you talked about the familiarity of you with Wisconsin. Wisconsin also knows you quite well, too. How do you approach that as a setter, trying to run the offense with a team that is very familiar with what you try to do?
Yeah, I think just keeping the balance. It's hard to defend any team that has a really good balance, no matter what kind of scouting report or anything you have on them. Just if everyone can put a ball down at any time, then they're going to be a tough team to stop. So I think just kind of focusing on that going in, and we have our little wrinkles to our offense too, but just keeping a balance, trying to kind of keep them on their toes.
Andy, when things aren't clicking as much offensively for you and you guys are a little less balanced, how do you work through that as an attacker?
That's the incredible thing about our team is, personally, like when I'm not having my best night, or if any of our hitters aren't having their best night, we're such a balanced team that, not that it doesn't matter, but they can carry your weight, and if you're having a 60% night, then they have your 40, and I think that's what makes this team so special. And so if I'm struggling one night, I know that I can just control the controllables, and maybe hitting isn't going well, but what can I do blocking wise, what can I do defensively to help the team still? And there's still so many ways you can show up, and that's what makes volleyball such an incredible sport, is it's not just one thing. There's so much that goes into it and all those different factors. And so just understanding what can I do right now even if this isn't working.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.